The biggest complaint on fossil fuels is they release a lot of carbon when they're being burned. Um, and that's true. So when you look at biomass, I think one of the great advantages of biomass is there are energy production systems like BECCS systems and Bikers systems that have bioenergy plus carbon removal features to them so that you can produce electricity and capture the carbon. So it really solves both of those problems, right? It continues to provide um, or meet the ongoing energy growth demand, but simultaneously captures that carbon. So a big advantage over petroleum fuels. The same is true for coal. When you burn petroleum or coal, it's a dirtier burn, so it's more difficult to capture all of those emissions. Biomass can burn very clean and making it simpler and more cost effective to capture those contaminants that are being emitted. Can I also throw in there, when you compare biomass to solar or wind, solar or wind are great. They produce no carbon when they produce electricity. The problem with solar and wind is they're intermittent, right? They depend on the sun, they depend on wind blowing. And so in order to use a solar or wind energy, it really needs to be coupled with infrastructure and storage in order to have that energy available when you need it. A lot of thought leaders in the renewable energy space are really looking to the trilogy of wind, solar, and biomass, because biomass can be stored and used when you need it. So a lot of thought leaders in the space are using biomass for their baseload energy production, and then they'll use solar and wind and try to build infrastructure to store that energy so it's used for peaks.